Hello, all. Good afternoon. This is Raj Misa, your video marketing coach, and today we are with Arin Burman. He graduated from hands-on technology in one of the world's largest bank to a business professional in a world's leading telecom company, and he believes in selling as a solution, not as a product or service. So, Arin, thank you so much for being on the video resume series. Could you please
Sure.
let us, our audience know about yourself?
Okay. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. Uh, okay. So I think you know me pretty well. We have been we know each other for a long, long time. So yep, I'm from a place called Dhanbad, which is in a state of Jharkhand, erstwhile Bihar. Born and brought up there, and then I did my move from engineering to Bangalore. So yeah, I had a very enriching and learning childhood. My parents are from teaching background. So I think I got the wisdom learning pretty well at the early of my childhood. Yep, I have two siblings, and yeah, we grew up in Dhanbad with not very fortunate kids like the kids are today. Went to various normal school, and then I came to Bangalore for doing my engineering. I did mechanical engineer because I wanted to be a merchant navy guy. I actually enrolled in merchant navy, but it would cut short, and then I joined. JP Morgan. I joined the Code's contact center to begin my contact center journey, and then I moved into Mainstay, where Misa, you remember, we met up and we have forged a very good friendship till from there. From there, I moved on to JP Morgan. I went there to the help desk of JP Morgan, and then I graduated to the NOC in the Network Ops Center of JP Morgan. That was the first job which gives me a lot of hands-on experience about networks devices, equipments like routers, switches, firewalls, name it, anything, right? So we manage the biggest bank, infrastructure. And then gradually I moved up. I learned a lot. It was a never-ending process. And yeah, I moved into the WAN architecture team of JP Morgan. And then I took a plunge, and actually I joined a company called Cable and Wireless in 2012. It was very interesting. I actually went to join as a WAN architect, but then what happened is they offered me a role of a solution pre-sales guy. So yeah, I just took that bait and I joined that pre-sales solutions team, and then I joined Tata in 2014, and from there the journey began. I again a lot of learnings, and now I moved to Hong Kong in 2017, and I've been handling this role of Hong Kong, doing business development work for Tata Communication for North APAC. That's a
Wow.
pretty humble and very normal background.
So from Dunbar to Hong Kong, the journey like Akshay Kumar's movie. How did you crack your first job interview?
Mm. Oh, first job interview. I remember that. That's Code's. So I think it was in Code's contact center. It was just beside my college. We are very excited about the first job. I remember the first salary was around 8,000 rupees way back in
Yeah, Canara
2004.
Bank. Yeah,
Canara
2004
Bank
Canara
account.
Bank. I remember. I
Right, Kuala
remember
Kunta
that.
branch. Kuala Kunta branch. Yeah.
Kunde Crossroad. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it was very exciting, and we were very ecstatic. But I think I always, not only that interview, any interview, my only principle was that I was myself, right? I mean, I think the people like to know you as an individual, right? So I tried to be myself. Of course, I did my homework about the job, the role opportunities, the role responsibilities. But what mattered to me and then in the interview panel was I was pretty much myself. Things which I did not know, I said I don't know, right? And I think they appreciate the honest feedback, the honest answers, and I think that was the way I got in there, right? So yeah, in short.
So you're saying try to be yourself, be authentic, be genuine. So we have another 5 minutes
Hmm.
before we end this series. In
Okay.
fact, we'll catch up with you in the rest of the Ask Me Anything with Arin Burman and probably the journey to work abroad. We'll work on the rest of the videos. But in case if somebody out there need to inform HR as to if there's a question like why should we hire you, what would be your take
Mhm.
on that?
Yeah, see, I mean, why should we hire you or why should I buy your product? It's a similar concept, right? Or why should I listen to you or why should I watch your video, right? So basically, the person asking the question is asking what is in for him, right? Because we have a role responsibility. So try to understand his point of view. What is his role? What is his KPIs? How does he get some value out of you, right? So you have to put that value. For every job there are some KRAs. Try to align your skill set with that KRA. If there is no match, I would say don't apply. But if you see a partial match, see those words, align your skill set with that and say, hey, listen, if I come to this particular job, I can make your life easier. I will lower your escalations from 10 to 2. I will ensure that you don't get calls at night. See, people wants benefit, right? You have to give some value to someone. So I would say just try to see how you can add some value to the job and your immediate boss and managers. If you can align that, I think you should be in the right spot.
Wow, that's awesome. In fact, value is something which I totally trust, and thank you for bringing that in this conversation. So,
Hmm.
if we are certainly adding the value based upon the kind of service which we are offering to the company, it does make a difference. But there are lots of graduates out there, probably I would say freshers. Uh, what would be your advice to them, Arin? Because it's been close to 7 minutes that we are talking. We just talked in short about your quick journey into the world of multinational companies. But for the freshers out there who are struggling to get their job, who are trying to get their first paycheck, or who are attending interview after interview in the world of distraction, what would you advise them? Because I know you as a person who is into personal fitness, who eats right, who takes care of health in the best possible way. Probably I should say that you got it from your mom, as she's a school principal. But what
Hmm.
would you advise for the youngsters out there who are attending job interviews but who are getting distracted by Bigo Live or TikTok or WhatsApp or Facebook or social media? What would you advise them?
Okay, a quick thing, right? Qualify the job right. Qualify the right job opportunity. Don't You have to act smart, not work hard. Out of 10 opportunities, see where you fit in well, right? On that day, dress well, do your homework right about that company. What company has done in the last 5 years? What are the expansion plans? Why they're hiring? Know all those, do your homework properly. And on that day, dress up well, do your workout, and then go and hit with the confidence. Because people like to see confidence in you. If you are confident, you can
Wow.
take any challenges. I would say these three things are very important to begin with.
Wow. So doing enough research before attending the job interview,
Yes, yes,
uh,
very important.
that's totally, and in the Google days, there's no excuse for anybody out there not to do any research, not to work
Yeah,
on yourself, be it mentally or physically. Yes,
yeah, yeah.
Aaron, you are about to say something?
Yeah, so I would say just use the tool. There's a lot of tools available in the market. Google is there, but make sure that you qualify the right job. Don't go for all the jobs. It's not all jobs fit your bill. Take the right job where you have the maximum suitability of 60%, 70% chances. Do the homework for that company. Make sure you have the value proposition very much clear cut out because HR gonna ask you that what benefit we get to hire you. So make sure you have a very strong and factual answer to that. Don't give any high level discounted story. Make the facts right. I can bring one, two, three value points to your company. That's it.
Thank you so much, Arin Burman, for your valuable time and for that advice. So, if anybody out there who would like to connect with Arin, he's also into sales and business development. You can go to linkedin.com /in Arin Burman, ping him on his inbox. Arin will continue this talk, or probably will have a couple of other talks. But thank you so much for your valuable time once again.
Pleasure.
I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Take care.
Pleasure. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.